Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles in the Pats, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Throwing, Jones. Right side caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards to gain there, second down. From the gun, Jones. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. They'll look to throw again. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's still on his feet. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And pass to Henry is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
I'm the best in the game.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. His opening drive looked good for a while there last time out, was moving the ball down the field, but then the interception, and they ran it back to the house.
Let's face it, it's a game of human beings, isn't it? Mistakes will happen, and as you noted, he was playing so well on this drive. I don't know if there was a miscommunication between him and his intended receiver. Did they run the wrong route? Anything could have possibly gone wrong there. He'll just have to shake it off and keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. And 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Able to push his way through. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 17-0 our score after 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 34 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run with Taylor. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And caught by Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now back to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on second down. Jones. He's got Smith here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing again on second down. Jones. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jones' throw taken in here by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is indeed good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Pitts again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 4. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded right at the goal line, and he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a give to Taylor, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Prime time, baby.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
So gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Jones. That's caught by Jackson. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And it's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Good footwork at the 30. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run once more with Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for the Patriots.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 38, Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll hit Jackson. Complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 64 yards on the ground for him so far. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go, and their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is born, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Jones now on 1st and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's complete right side to Lazard. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.